folks like you and I have been talking about AI for years, right? And so it's interesting to see it just become sort of part of our modern nomenclature, as consumers and also as business leaders as well. So I think the thing about AI, and I'll start with overall in business, and then we can get into specific about VMS and extended workforce. It's not as prevalent from an actual hardcore utilization perspective as one would think, right? I think it's something like 7 or 8% of organizations, according to our research, are actually true quote unquote leaders in AI utilization, right? It's being leveraged across the organization. We're still at that phase, right, where AI is not at, again, 7 or 8% of companies are actually using it in the true adoptive fashion, right? So that needs to be said. The second thing within VMS, right? I know we talked about scenario building, we talked about predictive analytics, but being able to blend, AI to, maybe enhance or revolutionize how we write job descriptions, right? Or maybe it could be, how do we leverage AI to, come up with the best possible labor rate for a particular worker, right? How does AI help guide us, right? I mean, every VMS, right, has a quote unquote wizard, right? Remember the paperclip in Microsoft Office, right? Can I help you with that? Can I help you pick the right template for whatever you're writing? Every VMS today has a wizard or has a guide that helps you understand. You plug in your need for a worker, and it will guide you. Well, is this need to be an independent contractor? Should we go to a staffing supplier? Should we pull from your talent community, right? Should this be professional service, like a consultancy or whatever? Using AI sort of on the front end to really revolutionize the requisitioning process, right? I think is where VMSs are starting to go and where they will go, right? I mean, I think honestly that is, I see more users, more buyers, more enterprise leaders, practitioners, procurement, HRTA on the contingent workforce management program side, leveraging those facets of AI, right? It's interesting too, right? Because I always think of analytics and reporting as sort of like deeper elements of VMS, but I feel like there's a nice split between users leveraging it for the front end of the process in terms of finding talent and engaging talent, and then also understanding where to go next, right? I think it's some of like those middle pieces where there's a lot of gaps. Like where does AI fit into VMS there, right? Can it this is my dream, right? For like, again, services procurement nerd, can it help me take a project milestone doc and fine tune it in a way where I get the most bang for my buck out of a professional service, right? That would be amazing, right? Obviously VMS is obviously Flextrack does this as well, but you could redline agreements with your suppliers directly, right? It's on demand. It's like a Google Doc, right? Supplier can go in, redline it, you come in, you blue line it, and then you accept changes or not. But what if we had the ability to really revolutionize services procurement, where more and more VMS users were able to actually turn on that module within their organization, right? I mean, I know just from being friendly with every VMS platform in our space that services procurement, maybe less than a third of VMS users are actually using their VMS for services procurement. So I think that's a big sort of future area for AI. But the skills-based hiring, right? I mean, again, I know we that's something we've been leaning on a little bit over the past 51 minutes or whatever it's been. But can we blend skills assessments, right? Understanding deeper elements of our candidates using AI in the VMS platform, right? So I think it's amazing to see where AI will go.
We have predictive and generative AI capabilities. And some of those generative AI capabilities include, let's say milestone acceptance criteria, looking through, manager needs to know, should I pay this? You look through the document and it says, these are the milestones you need to hit, and you pay the invoice or not. But so that is one of those real examples. I think you're onto something. I mean, you're onto something in terms of SOW though. And that's like, people say, oh, I've only got about 5 to 10% temps. You think about contractors and you think about consultants and so that's when that number really starts to expand.